Can't get TikTok to come up?
Okay.
There, it says you're joined. We're notifying viewers. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. See people starting to pop on here. I want to thank everyone who is joining me this morning, who is liking and sharing my live. Hello, hello. So good to see Queen Bee. Hello. Hi, State. Oh my goodness. I don't know that I've ever seen, I must have, because it looks like you've been, from just the one I'm getting, it looks like she's been on my live, but it was Stacy Godwin Hall. I don't see very many Godwins, so that's very interesting. Where are you from, Miss Stacy? Stacy Godwin Hall, where are you from? It's very interesting. Hello, Jen. Hello, Annette. Hello, Tracy. Thank you for liking and sharing my live already. I'm great. How are you, Miss Marla? Y'all can tell I'm getting ready. I'm already shuffling cards. I don't even know why. I don't even have anyone's name in mind. I'm just like, oh, let me shuffle my cards. All right. Let's see here. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Good morning, Chrissy. We are going to give this first card reading of the day to Queen Bee. So Miss Queen Bee, let's get this going. I will just say her name. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Lorinda. How are you? Okay. Yep, it said stop right there. All right, this is for Miss Queen Bee. Now, there are just in case someone is studying cards, or I read them intuitively. So yes, I go off the meaning of the cards, but also I tap it intuitively. I don't know if you've ever seen me do this. Sometimes I'll just put the cards away and keep on reading. Just the way it is. The cards are into two different suits. You have the major arcana and the minor arcana, and then the minor arcana is then divided more so. The major arcana just brings bigger energy into the situation, and so I pulled 4 cards for you, Miss Queen Bee, and 2 of them are major arcana. So we're starting off first with the 7 of Pentacles. This is about the physical reality, the solid, tangible, frequently about work. And when you look at the 7, it's about the challenges and responsibility. So this is really about, you're feeling some challenges about being in the physicality of this world. I feel like you're just kind of weighted down. And sometimes we get about like that. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes I always joke and say, but it's not really a joke, no one comes to planet Earth and gets a free ride. So you're just kind of feeling weighed down with the weight of everything you have to go through every day. The next card up is the Justice card. It's funny because it's the Justice and the Judgment side by side. They're very similar, different but very similar. The Judgment is you need to pass judgment on some of the things in your life. I know judgment is typically, we're like, don't judge. But we can judge the effects of some things on our lives. And I'm hearing that you are feeling really weighed down with responsibility, and you need to go back and really judge and look at where you're expending your energy and if it's where you need to expend it. I'm seeing you really shaving some things down. The next card is the, that's the Justice. The Judgment is really about judging your thoughts, how you're attacking this world, reevaluating how you maneuver and who you are at a soul level. Spirit is showing me you starting to kind of shed some layers. You're shedding layers and really trying to figure out, who am I on this planet? What path am I supposed to be taking? You can see that they're having a lot of higher entities around them. So really sit with that, Miss Queen Bee. Sit with where you're headed on this planet. Where are you being pulled to? What's pulling at your solar plexus, and what synchronicities are dropping in? And then I'm seeing you need to start a new path. Not huge, as I'm saying. I don't mean, like, I'm not seeing a roadblock come and a complete new path opening up. I'm seeing a curve. I'm seeing you need to take it and just kind of turn your energy in a little bit different direction. Thank you, Queen Bee, for kicking us off this morning. Good morning, Sissy. I'm sorry, I was just telling Dee that sun is just right. I didn't want to close my curtain because before this is over, it will be out, and I wanted the sun, but good grief. Good morning, Sarah. How are you? You're welcome, Miss Queen Bee. Thank you. Thank you, Sissy, for sharing my live. Thank you, Kristen, for sharing my live. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Jalen, for sharing my live. This reading is going to be for Jalen. Just as I said Jalen, a card flew out. So that's going to be the beginning of the reading, and then we are going to finish this up. Oh, there we go. Did y'all hear it? It said stop. That was Jalen's, or this is going to be Jalen's. All right, Miss Jalen, you have a couple of cups here. So this reading is going to be really about relationships, and when I say relationships, instantly people think romantic partner. It's about all the relationships in your life. I'm seeing to rekindle some old friendships. You have some people coming up that you haven't been around in a while. It's a good thing. If someone is dropping in your mind, like this morning, I've had this one person dropping in. I was like, definitely have to message them later today when I get a moment, because they've been dropping in. So when you are thinking about someone you haven't talked to in a while, definitely contact them. I'm seeing that you really need to start going in a new direction when it comes to your thoughts and beliefs and subconscious, and maybe that's why this person is going to kick it off. You know, sometimes that's one of what I call the synchronicities, because we'll be thinking about someone, we'll contact them, and it starts us off in a new direction. Sarah just said she loves the Three of Cups. I know, I do like the Three of Cups. My all-time favorite card is the Major Arcana card. That's the Strength card, number 8. But I do like the Three of Cups. It's very positive about friends coming together, the power of that 3. And it's really going to help you become more confident in where you're headed in belief system. So this tells me you're having some thoughts. You're having some different belief systems drop in, but no one in your current circle really understands what you're talking about. Someone dropping in, make sure you reach out to them and you surround yourself with that support system. So we have and then I'm seeing you're starting off in a new direction. You're really going to be heading in a new direction when it comes to your motivation, your ambition. You know, sometimes when you get clear on what your goal is, it motivates you. And that's what I'm seeing. Rekindling some old friendships, reaching out to someone that you haven't talked to in a while. It's going to give you some confidence in your thoughts and your subconscious, which is then going to get you excited about heading in a new direction. And it ends with the 6 of Cups, which is, again, I like this cup. This also, it's about you returning to a state of balance within your relationships. That, as we were talking, that I wasn't going to specifically say it for Jalen, the person this reading was for, but I do have a subscription program. It's on my website, not the subscription on TikTok. If you go to Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, it's called the Divine Collective. That is a great support system if you are starting a spiritual journey, if you're looking to build a new tribe of people who can support where you're headed. The Divine Collective is a great way. I answer questions on there. Last week, I put out a group healing. We're having a meetup on Sunday where we really discuss some how important it is to show up for yourself and how that can really help your intuition. And that is Sunday at 10 a.m. It's a smaller group, so you get more FaceTime with me. Last meetup, we really talked about cards. We broke them down and everyone had a chance to read each person. So each person there got a card reading from the group. So it's a lot of fun. It's on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, under the Divine Collective tab. All right. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. This one is going to be for Sissy. Right there. Couldn't even get my hands around it anymore. Spirit was so adamantly about stopping. All right, Miss Sissy, again, we have a couple of cups in here, which tells me this reading is really going to be based on relationships. But the first card to kick us off is the Two of Pentacles. The Two is really about duality and balance. So you're becoming more balanced with your physical reality on this earth. Also, you're becoming a little bit more balanced when it comes to your job. I feel like there was some upheaval in there, but you have gotten it right in your head, and you're getting more balanced when it comes to your physical reality and with your job. You have learned a lot of lessons here, I'm hearing, in the last 18 months when it comes to how you maneuver relationships and how to not let those turbulent relationships throw you out of balance. This is telling me you've done a really good job coming into balance with your physical reality on this earth. The next card up is talking about the relationships, learning from those relationships. So you've done a really good job of learning from the relationships and keeping yourself in balance. I'm seeing that there is going to be a new journey happening in your life in relation to these relationships. You're just starting to see them for what they are. A lot of people want to change the people around them. They want to just keep talking to them until they feel like that person has changed their thoughts. But you've come to realize that you can't change other people's thoughts. You can only be responsible for you. So you're starting a new thought process, a new journey when it comes to your relationships. And that is giving you a lot of peace. It's giving you a lot of ambition and motivation. A lot of times whenever we learn a lesson and it kind of sinks in and clicks in, we feel energized and rejuvenated, and that's what has happened. You've done a really good job, Sissy. This reminds me of something I say quite frequently, is that, if someone's free will is to be a jerk, then it's to be a jerk. A lot of times people think that if you just keep talking and pounding on people, that they're going to see it from your point of view. That's extreme arrogance stepping in, because a lot of time that means you want that person to think like you. Yes, do we stand up for ourselves? Absolutely. Do we tell our side of the story? Absolutely. But at the point you're trying to force someone to see something from your point of view, it's their free will to see things how they want. You can only do what you can do and worry about yourself. So be careful if you're trying to pound people with information, because a lot of times, again, people think if other people just shut up and stop arguing with you, they're seeing it from your point of view. No, they just don't want to hear your voice anymore. All right, that card just fell out as I was looking on here, and actually I had my name on Dee. Dee's my moderator. I don't usually read her, but I was looking at Dee shuffling and the card fell out. So let's see what this reading is about, Miss Dee. I didn't think about that. I never read Dee. She's my moderator, so I don't ever read her, but I was sure looking at her name. First card fell out, and now it's told me to stop. All right. Oh, very good. All right, so the first card for Dee is the Six of Cups. It's about it's about relationships, and the Six is about returning to a state of balance. And so I asked what this balance is about. Dee is returning to a state of balance with not just people around her, but with her new reality. She has really done a good job, I'm hearing, of carving out a new reality for herself here on this earth, and she's getting some equanimity with it. She's returning to a state of balance. I'm also hearing, are there things she would like to change in her reality? Absolutely, but she has accepted that they're out of her control, so she is definitely doing a great job of playing the cards she's been dealt. As a result, she is really dropping into her intuition, and her reading abilities are starting to kick off. You cannot be at a state of angst, in constant fight or flight, and also be reading spirit messages in a kick-ass manner. That's the reason I say that all the best psychic mediums do a really good job of working on themselves. Dee is starting a new journey. She's starting a new journey with this reality here on Earth. She is getting excited about where it's headed. Are there things she would like to change? Absolutely. Has she accepted she has to play the hand she's been dealt? Yes, and she's doing an excellent job. We're ending with the Eight of Wands. 8 is about the limitations, and so she's starting to recognize the limitations of her energy. when I asked Spirit what they mean by that, they show me her at first trying to say busy, 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 busy. And then she realized that was not the solution. The solution was to get to a point of balance where she recognized just what her energy can handle and just where she wants to expend it. Also, Dee has learned, Spirit is telling me that she's really learned no. That no is a complete word. A complete sentence, I should say. And she's done a really good job with that. Does that resonate, Dee?
That's so true.
There you go. As I say, sweet Dee, I don't typically read her because of she's my moderator, but I'm telling you. All right. So, she was responding. Spirit and energy are strong today. There's a reason for that, Miss Tracy. Oh my goodness. I just have to tell you. Okay, Tracy. So sometimes y'all will say things and you don't even realize that Spirit is using you. So I just have to tell you, Tracy Renfro, Spirit just used the hell out of you to send me a message. So right before this, so where this is going is, now if y'all ever go to my website, there is a tab where I do trance healing. My trance healing ability I don't usually talk much about my abilities, but here it goes. It has even shocked me. My trance ability to heal has always shocked other people, especially people that can read energy. Like, if I'm healing another psychic medium, if I'm healing someone who does Reiki, because they can feel what I'm doing and they can feel the changes in their body. It's always shocked them. It's never shocked me. Lately, my ability to trance heal has been kicking ass. It has skyrocketed to the point it has even shocked me. So, I was sitting in meditation before we came in here, and some things that were coming to me and happening within my body, and Spirit said, I was like, oh my goodness. It's one of those times where things come to you in meditation and you're like, I can't even comprehend this. I can't believe this. And I heard Spirit laugh, and they said, someone is going, and they knew, I knew I was coming into this live. It was right before this. And Spirit said, someone is going to comment today about the level of energy in your life. That is going to be your confirmation that what just dropped into you during meditation is true. So, Tracy, Spirit just used the hell out of you, I have to say. All right, let's do one more card reading, and I'm going to, and then I'm going to go into Spirit Led. I heard someone asking the question, like I heard someone say, I want to be used by Spirit. I want that. All of us can be used by Spirit. Every single person on here can be used by Spirit. How do you get anxious from the energy? Never, 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 never. How you can be used by Spirit is following the leading. Tracy got a drop in to say that. Like, she could feel it, and she got a drop in to say it. I got a drop in this morning to contact this one person. I haven't had time yet, but I absolutely will. So when you get those drop-ins and you feel a leading to say or do something, that's how you're used from Spirit. Now, do I get anxious from the energy? Absolutely not. The energy of the divine is the most comforting, beautiful energy you will ever contact. And the more you work on yourself, the more you release trauma, the more your connection to Spirit becomes more clear and more healing. The only spirits I am ever afraid of, yeah, like a warm big hug, the only spirits I'm ever afraid of are the ones that are still incarnated in human bodies. All right, we're going to do one more card reading, and then we're headed off to do Spirit Led. All right, Miss Tracy, I was looking at your name, Tracy Renfro, because she had said like a warm big hug, and so I was looking at that, and so that's who this is for. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I have been getting comments, and people messaging me, and they're, so how do you release the trauma of losing a child? Oh my goodness, sweet child, sweet person. It's a long process. Hell is on earth, sweet Tabitha. Hell is on earth. And I mean, someone was coming at me the other day because I'm a psychic medium, and that's really what they should do when you're in the chiropractor's office and there is someone behind the counter and they realize you're a psychic medium, and so they want to be pissy about it. And that's really what I want to do when I'm paying my bill for the chiropractor. I'm just like, take my damn card and run it. I don't want to have this conversation. But if you want to have this conversation, let's have it. And so she said to me, well, how can you be a psychic medium and believe in God? I believe more in God than when I was going to church every Sunday. And then she said, well, you just don't know. How do you get to heaven? You die. That's how you get to heaven. You die. This is hell. Now, why is this hell? Because you are disconnected from the divine. You're disconnected from the divine. What does hell feel like? What is hell? To be disconnected from your source, to be disconnected from the beautiful soul that you are. How do you get disconnected? From years of trauma, not processing that trauma, having limited belief systems. So that's how you feel like you are in hell, because you're just being disconnected from the divine. The trauma of losing a child, there is nothing greater. And I am so sorry for your loss. There's nothing greater than that trauma. It is one of the hardest walks anyone can take on this planet. Now, I know I've met people before, which I don't understand it, but I have to validate their feelings that they have felt like it was worse to lose a husband than it was to lose a child. I don't understand that. That is not the way I maneuver on this planet. But I do understand that people think that their grief of losing a significant other is more than a child. In my belief, I cannot imagine. Even being a psychic medium, you'd probably have to come and get me in a paddy wagon and drive me away, losing one of my kids. You process that by surrounding yourself with a beautiful tribe who is supportive, who is understanding, who lets you have the days that you need to have. Now, what do I mean by that? There are some days when you can maneuver, you can breathe just fine. And there are other days, the grief of losing a child is so heavy that you have to remind yourself to breathe. And those are the days you need to surround yourself with a tribe. You need to surround yourself with people that understand. You know what? It might have been 5 years ago or 10 years ago. I still have grief over my baby. So make sure you're honoring your feelings. If you're having an off day, honor that off day. Don't try to show up in a manner that you can't show up, if that makes sense. Anyone interested, I do have a subscription program. It's called the Divine Collective. You will not find a sweeter group of people than is in this Divine Collective. You register on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, Divine Collective. It is a monthly subscription program. We do meetups, we have learnings, and I have had a lot of some people drop out. And why was that? Why did a couple of people drop out? Because I called them on it. I called them on how they were talking, because there's an ongoing chat. Y'all can imagine, just knowing me and watching my lives, my number one concern is for people to feel loved and supported. And some of the comments on there weren't exactly love and supportive. Deleted the comments. I did not tell them they had to go, but I did say, you know what, we just really need to, and I had a discussion about how we need to approach people in a love vibration. And, they decided it wasn't the right place for them, which is perfectly fine. Divine Collective is on my website. I know. Tracy said, give yourself time to grieve. Some people can't get over it immediately. I would venture to say you'll never get over it. And I know that's harsh to say coming from a psychic medium. But you learn to take your grief with you in a different manner. You're never going to forget your child. You're never going to forget the grief around them. You're always going to have those flashbacks of when you see someone graduating or getting married of, you know what, my child would now be 31 or my child would now be 40, whatever that age is. But you do learn to grow and have a new reality on this planet, it does take a lot of work, and it's not an easy path. All right. We were best friends, and I miss him so much. All right, let's see here. One more, and I hadn't even. Okay. Thank y'all for liking and sharing my live. That's where I was going with this, because I've had a lot of people say on here that they, I mean, okay. Y'all have to understand that psychic mediums balance portraying love and light with the business and social media, right? So I have had people come back and message me. I don't know if they were really complaining, but they were voicing their opinion on how I typically read for people who like and share my live or who follow me. Yes, I'm going to do that. I will tell you right now. I'm not going to charge money on my lives, but I will tend to read people who are liking and sharing my live. I will do that. Sorry. All right. This one is, thank y'all. This reading is for Dandelion. Oh, it just said to stop. Second, I'd already been shuffling, and the second I said her name. I'm assuming it's a her with the name of Dandelion, but you know. Oh my goodness. Dandelion. You better put your seatbelt on, honey. As y'all have heard me talk about, the cards are divided into two sets. We have the major arcana, the minor arcana. The minor arcana is then divided into 4 subsets. The major arcana, I'm sorry, there's dog slobber on my sweater. Didn't notice that. So if y'all were seeing some dog slobber on my sweater, yes, it was dog slobber. The major arcana brings bigger energy into our life. Now, I pulled 4 cards. Earlier, I have had one reading this morning where there was 2 major arcana cards, but that's it. Sweet Dandelion, all 4 of your cards are major arcana cards, and that's why I'm saying put your seatbelt on, honey. You're going to be in a roller coaster. It's a good one, though. They are very, very good major arcana cards. The first one is the Fool. And I know that doesn't sound like a great card, but it really is. You are headed in a new direction. You're starting a new journey that you're excited about. You're bringing that youthful exuberance to it. There is a warning with the Hermit card, not a warning that it's going to go bad, but a warning to watch your energy. Make sure that you are taking time. Oh, and there's 2 back to back. And this happened earlier. The cards always have different energy, but some of them have similar energy. You have back-to-back cards. One is the Hermit, one is the Hanged Man. The Hermit brings more of the sit with yourself. You're starting this new journey, Miss Dandelion, that you're very excited about, very exuberant. It is a very positive, great journey for you. Make sure that you are sitting with yourself on this journey. Can you take advice from other people? Of course. Thank you, Miss Sarah. This is what I'm using. Right here. And that's what I use. Okay. You need to sit with yourself. Yes, listen to other people. Yes, hear them out, but sit with yourself on if it's what they're saying is resonating with you. Also, the Hanged Man is a timeout. This is sit with yourself, take quiet time, sit with your own thoughts. This is a timeout. Do nothing. It's a timeout in a good way. So as you're moving forward on this new journey, if you're feeling stuck energy, if you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm just pushing, take a time out, all right? And take a time out and learn. You're going to need more knowledge. This new journey you're starting, when you start feeling that stuck energy, when you start feeling like, oh my goodness, I can't go forward anymore, you need to get some education. And that can be in the form of joining a class, of reading a book. But you're going to want to educate yourself on how to get over that hump and charge forward. Sometimes the education comes from another person. But I'm hearing that if you go to another person, make sure they are qualified to give you advice. All right. Thank you. Thank you. We are going to head into Spirit-Led now. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just asking the spirit world, who's going to kick us off? Oh. There's a lady stepping up. I'm hearing Sarah or Shelley. She's letting me know she passed young. I'm hearing in her 40s. She had cancer. And I'm seeing that she fought to the end. Like, she's showing me trying to go on with work. It could be Sandra. I feel a spirit. Okay, Miss Jennifer James, are you saying that you feel like this is your spirit? Miss Jennifer James, so just if you can just put in there, did you feel like this is your spirit?
No, my mom's.
You feel like it's a spirit for your mom? Or you feel like it is your mom? I'm sorry, I just need more clarification. Okay, so if you think this spirit belongs to you, or like your friend or something like that, put a yes in the comments. Oh, okay, very good. Miss Jennifer James, I'm about to ask you to go live. Did you get the request, honey? There she is. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Where are you located?
South Carolina?
South Carolina. I was just out in North Carolina.
Oh, awesome. It's beautiful.
It was beautiful, but let me tell you, I could not have a good hair day out there to save my soul.
I know. And since I've had cancer, my hair grew back curly, so I'm learning to deal with the humidity around here.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, you better get you some good product. Okay, so
I'm trying.
no, what is this S name around your mom?
Sandra?
Sandra. Okay, very good.
And I have felt her around me, like I can feel her sit down next to me.
Yes,
And, you know, I haven't been well lately. I've been suffering from a lot of the effects from chemo, and I've been down. And I feel she's like, I'm ready to live life, though. I know I'm well. I'm a 2-year survivor.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've got to take that step, and I feel my mom, like I can feel her hands on the back of my shoulders pushing me.
I want to interrupt before you go any further. Let me give some information, because once you tell me something, then I can't use it for confirmation.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, absolutely. Your mom is talking about, she's showing me, there was a time, Jennifer, where you did you always feel like you were going to make it? You did, but there was that small, quiet piece of you that wondered because you were so freaking ill.
Yes.
And I'm not saying this, so bear with me for a moment. I hear you saying, oh my gosh, I just want to die. And you didn't literally want to die, but you were so sick. It was that moment where you just wanted the pain and the nausea and all that to stop.
Yes.
She is telling me, okay, I don't know. She's taken me this morning. No, I guess it was yesterday. I put together I do my supplements in a month at a time. And so I had all my supplements out and was doing that. And she's taking me to that. And she's wanting me to tell you to make sure you're taking care of your diet and your supplements.
Yes.
She is saying that your body, she's making me feel like your body is completely worn down and you need to give it 6 months to rejuvenate. But she's being very specific. There's some, and I'm just going to tell you what she's showing me. Please just say if they resonate with you. I'm not advocating that you have to go buy these supplements, but she's showing me some specific ones. There's one that I use and it's expensive. It's called E3 Live and I get it off of Amazon. She is showing me that one. And she is showing me, I have a soursop concentrate. And she's showing me my apricot seeds and black seed oil. She's showing me those 4 things. I take more, but that's the 4 that she's showing me.
Very interested.
She's stepping up with this huge smile saying how proud she is of you. You didn't give in. You didn't give in. And there was someone in your ear. I don't know if it was your doctor spouting off statistics, but there was someone in your ear who was putting kind of doubt. And every time you heard that doubt, you're like, nope, that is not me.
Yes, yes. I had a 20% survival rate, and I made it.
Congratulations, Jennifer. What kind of cancer did you have?
Thank you. Leukemia.
Very good. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. That must be why I feel that you're just kind of weighted down, because that you know.
I am, and it's funny. I just went to the doctor the other day about my health, and they're putting me on all kinds of supplements, especially like magnesium and potassium and stuff like that. And that may
Yes.
be what I can get from those seeds you were talking about.
Yes, 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 yes. Also, if you're interested, Jennifer, I do a lot of support through my energetic healings. Um, I would love to. So if you want to book a healing with me, message me and I will give you a discount code for a healing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. But message me later. I'm not going to give it here on the thing because if I give it, then, you know.
Yes.
Okay, so your mom is also saying that she's the one. Your mom is what I call a haunting spirit, and I say
She
that.
is. That's her.
Okay, very good. I don't want people to get scared when I say it. I say it in a loving manner because it's like those are the spirits that pull out all the stops to let
There's
you know.
been times I've been like, Mom, you're scaring me. Just
She makes
back away.
she makes noises in your house.
Yes.
Yes, she is showing me taking a picture and making it a little bit crooked. Apparently that bothers you. I wouldn't even
Yes,
notice.
it does.
Yeah, I wouldn't even notice it if you did it in my house. My
Oh, I
husband
would.
I would not. So she also sends you, she is saying the birds.
I've been my dog passed away 3 months ago, and I've been wanting to get a bird.
Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So it's funny because whenever I say things, I just tell you what spirit is saying. And it's funny how it's a different interpretation. Like she is saying, get your bird. Get your bird.
Yes, and it's somebody to talk to because I live by myself. So she's like, it's somebody to talk to. And
Yes. And she's also saying, which you've already confirmed, so this, I can't really use this, but she does want me to say it again, is that you are correct. When you say that you feel your mom around you, you do feel your mom around
okay.
you.
And I will be laying in bed and I'll feel her come sit down on my bed. And that's when it scares me. I'm like, Mom.
Yeah, she's also showing that there has been a couple of times you've sat in a chair and it was like a little bit stuck energy. You're like, what is this? And she was showing me sitting in that chair and you just basically came and sat on her.
Yeah, I'm sure I have. And my friend will bring her dogs over here and they greet my mom.
Oh, I
Is that
love
her
that.
who stands at the top of the stairwell?
I love that. I love that. Thank you for your time today, Jennifer.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. That was phenomenal. I am so glad that her mom stepped forward. It's like she really needed that, didn't she? All right. Okay, I know when I'm like, what? I know what I'm hearing and seeing, but I'm like, what? I don't even know. What are we talking about here? Okay. It's a gentleman stepping up. And I'm hearing the word, and I don't know why I'm hearing this word because I can't imagine it's a name. I'm hearing the word apple. But he's not showing me an apple. Typically, if someone wants to reference an apple in my readings, they will show me an apple. Apple of my eye. That's what he is showing me. Do we have to play charades today, dude? Good grief. I'm hearing the word apple. I was like, what the hell? What? This is not a name. What are we talking about here? He showed me an eyeball, like we're playing charades. You don't have to do that. That's very confusing, dude. He is a prankster. So this spirit, it's all about how they give me information. He is showing me that he was a prankster. And my dad, I was the apple of his eye. All right. I felt like that's where we were going with this a little bit. All right, Miss Sissy. I'm going to ask you to go live. Hey, Sissy, how are you? Okay, so now, as y'all know, I always give full disclosure. I have read Sissy before, and I have read her dad before. Now, the difference is today, If you've been watching me for a while, you know whenever your spirits come up, they have to present differently. So, Sissy, has your dad ever presented this way before?
No, he has
Yes.
not.
He has not. The reason they have to present differently every time they come to me, so I will, because if I will think I'm reading from memory. If he had presented in a way that triggered me to think, oh, this is Sissy's dad, I wouldn't have brought him up because I would have thought I was reading from memory. So he had present differently. And Sissy just confirmed that. And so your dad is also, Sissy, very matter of fact. Yes, he was a prankster. Yes, he liked to have fun. But also, whenever I was like, okay, come on, let's get to the message, he's like, that's out of the way. Like saying the identification process is out of the way. So he was a very matter of fact guy.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He is, and he is saying that he's joking. The way he says this is funny, but it's kind of true. He's saying, Sissy, that you also got that kind of personality trait, and people don't always take it well.
That is correct.
Yes, and it reminds me actually of me because sometimes I will text someone or respond to someone and I forget to even I will be like, hey, what do you do? You know, what are you doing this day? Without even saying, oh, good morning. How are you doing? I would just be like, boom. And I've had to learn to be a little bit more kinder, gentler with my delivery. Your dad is saying that you've also had to learn that and you're doing really well at it, but sometimes it just pisses you off that you have to have all these niceties before you can just say what you want to say.
It does. I'm working on it.
So whenever, and it used to annoy me also about having to do that myself, but when your spirits talk about things that I wouldn't know, it's a sign that they are around you. Your dad is a very strong presence in your life. He is telling me that he's the one, he's showing me like a cricket going across a patio. Have you been having a lot of crickets go across your patio?
I've had a lot of lizards.
Lizards.
They're blue lizards. I hadn't seen oh, yes, I have seen a cricket. Yes, I have. It was in the house.
Yes, very good. Good job to see. Now, Sissy was like, I haven't seen crickets. And I'm like, he's definitely showing me a cricket. So I was about to circle back with her and try to help jog her memory because I knew I was seeing a cricket. Your dad, that is the detail that spirit will bring in to show, hey, I was around you. I saw that cricket also. That is not something I would know that she had a cricket in her house just the other day. Matter of fact, she almost forgot. Your dad is showing me, Sissy, you've done a really good job of putting up some boundaries lately.
I am working on that, and I'm putting up a lot of boundaries.
He is giving you kudos for that. He's like, Knuckles, blow it up. So he was like a fist bump, blow it up. He was saying really good job on that. And boundaries doesn't mean, I know Sissy already knows this, but this is for everyone else watching. Boundaries does not mean you don't love a person. It means you have respect enough for yourself to say what you will and will not tolerate.
Sadly, it's with a lot of siblings right now.
You know, usually the boundaries that are the hardest to put up are with family. And your dad is saying that you're really good about living and let live, Sissy, and also about letting go of the past. I'm not saying forgetting the past. I'm saying not letting it rule your now.
Correct.
Your dad is saying it has taken you a long time to get there. And not everyone is on that same path. And so, again, I think Sissy already knows this, but I will say it for everyone watching. A lot of times when we start putting up boundaries and changing and morphing into a higher vibrational being, we're moving a direction that other people don't understand. And so you'll have to put up boundaries to protect your peace. And that's what your dad is saying you're doing.
Yeah, I'm working on all that.
He's also saying, he's like, I'm sorry, honey. I was like, what are we sorry about? There are some of your siblings that are really never going to come around, and that's just the way it's going to be.
I have accepted that. It took a while, but I have accepted that as well.
It's hard. I'm sorry if y'all can hear the beeping. My phone is ringing. We're not having a bomb or anything. It's just my phone ringing. Your dad is saying that, that is hard. It is hard to accept that people are never going to come around, but he's saying, good job. He is acknowledging that it was very difficult for you. And he shows me you banging your head against the wall and you weren't literally doing that, but metaphorically, that's what you were doing.
Yeah, after he passed, I was the only one of 5 kids to try to keep the whole family together. And after this year, a big incident went down. I'm done. I can't
Yeah.
put myself mentally through that again.
Absolutely. Good job, Sissy. Thank you for taking your dad this morning.
Thank you. Is he sending me the hummingbird? I got one that flies all the way up to my window while I'm working every day. Is that my dad?
It's not. Well, your dad is saying not the hummingbirds. He sends the cardinals.
Oh, I got a lot of them.
Yeah, your dad is the cardinals. It's a different spirit stepping up. That is the
Okay.
hummingbird.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mrs.
Christy.
Of course. All right. She was, so that was very cool how her dad presented so differently. He was also almost playing charades. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. Y'all want to do some psychic questions? Let's do some psychic. We've done cards. We've done spirits. Let's do some psychic. Okay, so now, if y'all want to help read the psychics, hummingbirds always coming into my house. Hummingbirds, oh my goodness, spirits use them like crazy. If you want to help read psychic, you tap into, if you're a claircognizant, you will just know the answer. If you're clairvoyant, you'll see a picture of some sort that will make you know the answer. If you are clairsentient, you will feel it. Clairaudient, you'll hear it. I was like, what am I forgetting? Clairaudient. All right. Jess wants to know, am I on the right path for healing my back? And real quick, I want to address this, Sarah. She says, I've been seeing so many hummingbirds lately, and typically hummingbirds are from relatives. But the second I read that question, I'm hearing that your hummingbirds are coming from guides, that they are here to support you during this very tough time in your life, and they want you to lean into the synchronicities they are dropping in front of you, and those are from your guides. All right. Is Jess doing the right thing for her back? What are you feeling, Dee? I'm going to be the odd man out here. Brittany is saying yes. Stella is saying yes. Sissy said no. Dee said yes. I'm feeling no. I'm feeling that you're going to get a little bit of healing from what you're doing, but then you're going to be stuck and it's not going to continue on. Oh, we started getting some no's. Okay. Lindsay wants to know, are my brother and his girlfriend done for good? I'm feeling some drama in that situation. Are Lindsay's brother and his girlfriend done for good? What are y'all hearing, seeing, feeling? Yes or no? No, yes, no, yes, not yet. Oh my God, there is a lot of drama. I was feeling it. No, yes, yes. This is really 50-50. What are you feeling, Dee?
They like to fight, so no.
Dee even gave more explanation. They said they like to fight. And I wasn't going to that much, but I agree. Because if you came to them and said, oh, y'all like to fight, they would say no. Whenever, now this is going to be hard for some of y'all to hear. Are y'all ready to hear it? When you have a lot of drama around you all the time, there is a certain amount of your energy that is attracting that drama. Mm-hmm. I know that's hard to hear. Now, there is a certain amount of drama that's going to affect you while you're on this planet that you have no control over. None. And it will kind of go in seasons of your life. But if it's just constant drama, this is something we talk about whenever, and I will be talking about it, parts of it in this Sunday in my Divine Collective, because sometimes people have lived in that state of drama for so long, that's all they know. And so when they get to a sense of peace, the peace feels kind of like, where's my drama? Because they're used to being in that fight or flight, that amygdala going crazy, constantly in fight or flight. And so they've gotten so used to that drama, they don't know how to not be in it. So it's uncomfortable to not have it going on. Okay. Angel wants to know, will me and my fiance be okay? Ever since his mom died, it's been really bad. So Angel wants to know, will me and my fiance be okay? Sounds like they're going through some stuff because of grief. What are y'all feeling? Chastity, good job. First one answering was a yes. Thank you, Samantha. She said, looks so good in purple. Thank you. What are you feeling? Are they going to be okay, Dee?
With work, yes, and patience.
Yeah. One person has said no on here. Dee said yes. I feel like you are going to be okay. But again, I agree with Dee. It's going to take, and someone just said that it's going to take time. Patience and time. And he really needs to talk to someone. Because this is what I'm talking, this is when we talk about, again, I'm going to be teaching you about this in the Divine Collective, is those big T's and little t's. Traumas. So traumas are, like a death in family is a big trauma, right? Someone that's close to you is a big trauma. Then you have the small traumas that happen every day. Someone bullied you, someone was mean to you, you lost your job. It's just those little t's. So you have, let's just say, you have a big trauma jumps up here. Then you have the little traumas that happen every day. If you don't process those traumas, they end up choking you. You end up you feel stuck. You're not able to move on because this trauma has you in a constant fight or flight, which means that you cannot process your feelings. You cannot, so that's in the sympathetic nervous system is where your fight or flight is located. The parasympathetic nervous system is where you are feeling calm and relaxed. Those two cannot be activated at the same time. You can be in one or the other. Okay, so let's see. Outside mediumship. Mediumship. I'm just going back up. All right, Raina wants to know, will my custody hearing go in my favor? Raina wants to know, will her custody hearing go in her favor? What are y'all getting? What are you getting, Dee?
Yes.
I'm seeing yes, yes, yes. Sissy is saying, I don't think so. Sarah is saying mixed bag. I agree with the mixed bag and the so-so. So yes, it's going to go in your favor, but not as big as you want it to. Brittany's saying yes and no. So yes, it's going to go in your favor, but not 100% of what you're looking for, if that makes sense. Astro Princess said, should I be overly concerned about my stomach issues? So we have two questions here from her. Should I be overly concerned about my stomach issues, and will a change of diet fix it? Okay, so I'm going to answer that real quick. I am hearing that some people are saying yes, 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 yes. Should you be overly concerned about it? Okay, so here's my thing on that when it comes to healing and the stomach issue. A lot of more serious illnesses will start because of long-term stomach issues or teeth issues. People underestimate the amount of bacteria that is leached into our body, and that bacteria can cause, if it happens ongoing, it will cause long-term health issues. Same thing with our stomach. Long-term stomach issues can then manifest themselves into something bigger in the end. So these people that are saying, yes, I don't think it's an immediate concern. It might be a long-term concern. Some people are saying, yes, they believe a diet will help. Will fix it. I don't think a diet will fix it. I think it will help. I think that there are some internalized traumas that you're dealing with that are manifesting themselves in a physical manner. This is not a diagnosis. This is my opinion. Please go see a doctor if you want more educated response to that. All right, I want to thank everyone who has joined my live this morning. I'm going to go grab something to eat because I haven't eaten this morning, and I have back-to-back appointments starting here soon. And nobody wants a hangry Christy in an appointment. I'm teasing. I don't get angry in appointments. I do want to encourage everyone to make sure you keep an eye out for my live schedule. I will be putting one out. I'm going to start going live more on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind, follow me here. Also follow me on YouTube because I've never really pushed my YouTube channel. And you have to have a certain amount of followers to do bigger things. So yes, I can still go live on there, but I don't have enough followers there to really go live in a big way. So thank y'all for following me. Thank you for your support. If you wouldn't mind, please go over to YouTube, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. Follow me there. Also, there is a lot of content on YouTube. I put all of my TikTok lives over there. My podcast is over there. Lots of stuff over there. All right. Thank everyone. Have a good Friday.